Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to get going on finishing up the cage and probably try to get the right side training tunnel done. I want to get the intrusion bars done, both harness bars welded in, finish welding in the dash bar. I've got to build 8-pillar gussets as well, and then burn the boxes in and get all that squared away. So we're going to get going on that and see how far we get. So I got both harness bars in and welded. I got the dash bar welded to the tranny tunnel. The only thing I got left to weld on that is where it mounts to the A-pillar over there, but I got to pull the column to do so, and I'm not doing that yet. So next thing I'm going to do is we're going to cut out some tabs to weld to that A-pillar for the E-stop, the fire suppression, and then I'm going to put a nitrous one on there anyway. Alright, so I cut these a little thick. I cut them out a 1/4 inch. The reason I did that is because my thought in an emergency, you're not really going to care about how lightly you pull or push on your emergency stuff. You're just going to grab the fire suppression cable and rip it, and same with the e-stop, you're just going to slap it. So I really didn't want these tabs bending before the fire suppression went off or the e-stop stopped, so cut them a little thick. I think that'll be good. So I'm just cleaning them up now, and we'll get them in place and tack them on the cage. So I haven't measured them to see the spacing, but it looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to leave them no matter what the spacing is. But e-stop's down here, then you've got your fire extinguisher, and then this would be nitrous. I'm not going to run nitrous this year. I don't know if I'm ever going to run it, but I feel like it'll be good to have the tab there. That way I don't have to clean the paint off, repaint the cage, to add the tab, or buy a $100 bracket. So this way, if I want to add it, I just literally put the cable in, call it a day. So, but I probably won't run nitrous just because I'll be able to build enough power, and the turbo sizing should light quick enough. Most people run nitrous to help get the turbo lit, or just, you know, when your FD Pro guys run it to give it a little more power, or a lot more power, even with supercharger or turbo setup. So yeah, I'm gonna just measure these up, probably leave them no matter what, but measure them up anyway, see how close I am, and then I'll burn these in. So I got both side intrusion plates burned in. Came out pretty good. I'm stoked with them. So only thing I've got left now, I've got to burn the boxes in, which means I got to pull the driver's fuel tank and then make my little A-pillar gussets, and the cage will be completely done. So really stoked on that. That means I can Zeus button the tranny tunnel in, make the other side after that, and then yeah, I can scuff the interior, paint it, clean some stuff up, make some patches for the firewall. Some things will be going through existing holes, but I gotta figure that out. And yeah, we're getting close to having the interior all wrapped up, other than just like putting electronics in, but I've got to wait to paint that to get the electronics in. So pretty stoked. I've got to like finish up some like patch panels for the firewall there, a couple other minor things, but yeah, it's coming together. Pretty stoked with it. All right, so I'm just getting the Zeus buttons in the tranny tunnel. I've got all my holes drilled for where they're gonna go. Working on putting the springs in now. So I've got one in right there. Focus on that, not my hand. Awesome. So yeah, just riveting these in, and then should be all good to go there. I'm not gonna put any Zeus buttons in this area because the seat bracket's gonna be right in the way to get to them, so not gonna really make much of a difference. but there'll be a gasket all around it as well, so I shouldn't really need it. Still got to figure out what I'm doing for a gasket, but yeah, now we're putting these together. Just a little tip for Zeus buttons, quarter turns, whatever you want to call them. Just put a little O-ring on them and hold them in place. Hello. So I got both A-pillar gussets welded in, riveted in, everything looks good. I changed the file a little bit for this side, and I didn't put a harsh angle in it, so it's just a straight line. So there's a little gap here compared to that side, but I think with the windshield in, you won't even notice it. So came out pretty sweet. I'm stoked with them. Now on to, I'm gonna burn in these boxes now. Finish burning these in. The only one I won't burn in is that, because the fuel tank's still in it, and I don't have an open lift to do that. So yeah, burn these 3 in, and then probably be the end of the day for me. So I didn't quite finish getting the boxes burned in, but that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.